Hi everyone, I'm Don from UploadVR, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at BorderBots VR from vTime Games and Team 17. Now, you may have already read it, but Henry Stockdale put out a great review scoring this one 4 out of 5 over on UploadVR.com. If you didn't check that out yet, I highly encourage you to do so. There will be a link in our description. So let's take a quick look at some of the gameplay. Okay. So, simulating the task of working in a futuristic border control booth, BorderBots VR has players maintaining order in a robot-dominated city. While on the clock, you'll find yourself dealing with short shifts that become increasingly intricate every day, where you'll basically maintain a crowd of robots who awaits inspection, each bringing with it its own entry form filled with details that you'll have to verify using the information and tools available to you in your booth to help you decide who gets to enter the city and who doesn't. Upon arrival, each new robot presents its unique set of specs, such as manufacturer, model and serial number, expiration date, and so on. You'll need to cross-check these details and look out for inconsistencies such as unauthorized modifications, logos located at specific places on their bodies, and from time to time the game even throws in additional complexities like banned serial numbers or hidden contraband just to keep you on your toes. Now, as these shifts progress, time bonuses and limitations are introduced, ratcheting up the daily stress factor. But even with all this pressure, the game does remarkably well to slowly introduce these new elements, ensuring that players are never overwhelmed. Now, one of the other things the game does to keep it interesting involves a point system that gamifies your performance. So, each shift you work, you're gonna compete against the other human agents for a spot on that day's leaderboard. For each correctly processed robot, you're going to earn points, and you might even score a bonus if you can keep things flowing smoothly and build up a streak. Now, these points aren't just so you can see how you stack up against the competition, though. They also serve as a form of in-game currency, where you'll basically use them to purchase items that you can spruce up your living space or booth. In his review on our site, Henry Stockdale writes, "With the right developer, video games can turn even the most mundane tasks into a compelling journey, and BorderBots VR is no exception." Henry also highlights that the immersive VR experience helps to maintain a captivating rhythm and gameplay when he says, "It's a straightforward premise with significant depth, and VR's interactivity adds an exciting dynamic to a normally boring activity." And you know, after reflecting on those words, I can't agree more with this. As for the visual style and sound design, BorderBots VR is nicely presented. The cartoonish art style looked great, and with the game's bright color scheme, it played nicely with the displays in the Quest 3 that I used for my review. Now, one of the things I truly love in VR games is when they have a good narrative, and I'm happy to say BorderBots delivers here as well. The voice acting in BorderBots was pretty well done, and the game's dialogue was both informative as well as witty, and sometimes even downright hilarious. Overall, while either at my home or working in my booth, I found this to be a pleasing environment to virtually exist in. Now, the game is not perfect and does have a few rough edges, like the inability to restart missions and an absence of the option to replay previous parts of the campaign. But overall, once you're playing it and you're hooked into the narrative and swing of performing your daily tasks, these small issues can quickly seem to fade away. When looking at the game as a whole, I have to say BorderBots VR is engaging and fun, and quite frankly, this is another area where Henry and I both completely agree. As he wrote in his review, BorderBots delivers a rich, engaging VR experience that had me invested, and the game offers an entertaining yet sometimes challenging campaign that never feels overwhelming. And I have to agree, during my time playing the game, it was smooth. It flowed, everything worked as I expected it to. So it looks like this one has us here at UploadVR hooked, and I can't wait to see what comes next from vTime Games, and I do truly hope that they will consider continuing to expand on the BorderBots universe, because this one definitely gets our stamp of approval. Thanks for watching. If you want to read more about BorderBots VR, be sure to check out Henry Stockdale's review on our site. And as always, please consider becoming a member to support our work directly.